All right, well, he's been there before, but he hasn't done that. This lightweight contender worked exceedingly hard to get back to a championship setting, and this may be his last title shot if he doesn't get the win tonight.
Yeah, you can't not get there twice. When you're there, you got to win one, or you don't get the opportunity again. This guy put his head down and went right back to work from the moment he heard and still. He said that at some point, we would put the belt around his waist. He would put in the work. He would prepare. He's back here now, John, and he intends to be the champion.
And when you suffer a setback, there are two ways to go. And this man went on the right trajectory. Really good to see him get back here, and now we find out if he's got the goods to be a champion. All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. This is his first title defense, so it took him a while to realize the title shot. Made good on that. Now we'll see if he can defend the belt and mute the naysayers who say that he's not really the champion until he defends this 155-pound gold. This is one of the UFC's harder belts in which to defend. If he can defend it tonight, you got to think a lot of the naysayers aren't going to have a whole lot to say. Gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas, and we are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Rafael and now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Haymaker.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go, early round one. This belt as hard to retain as any in the UFC. The UFC Lightweight Championship, and there is the belt holder wearing the black and gold. We'll see if he can maintain the title here tonight against the #1 contender. As many of you know, this is his first title defense, and he has said, I have no intentions of relinquishing the title, especially to this type of contender. We'll see if he can follow up and turn those words into actions here tonight. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Effective use of the jab there by Fiziev. You gotta be kidding me. Edge of your seat action as expected thus far.
Oh man, John, they're trading early.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh my goodness.
Big left hand there inside.
Take one of them. In the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Oh, huge left.
Oh!
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. Just misses there with the left.
It's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, so as a result of one of those leg kicks, he is now limping. He hasn't been rendered a one-legged fighter, but his mobility has absolutely been compromised.
Well, you can check it right now. It's easy to see. You can see that this guy has struggled. You can see that he's very, very hurt from these leg kicks. Even checking the kicks now will not help because the damage has been done.
2 minutes now to go, round one. Oh, another brutal jab. If you like boxing and you appreciate the sweet science, his jab is as good as it gets.
Yeah, he's the best pure boxer in MMA. He's one of those guys that if he needed to go into a boxing arena, he could still be competitive. And it all starts behind that beautiful jab.
He missed with that jab attempted.
Big shot lands for both guys.
His opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Oh, big old, huge knee land.
Vaziv's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear. So the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous round, DC, and what a display on the feet. Huge knockdown with that kick.
Yeah, he's a high-level striker. He throws these kicks to the body. He throws them low, but when he goes up top, he's very powerful, and he can end anybody's night. The toughness displayed by his opponent allowed him to stay in the fight, but he cannot take many more of those types of strikes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Slips.
Beautiful body kick.
Big knee to the body. That'll soften him up.
Big and kick.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy
It's a
tonight.
master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combination with the kick.
The kick is there to the body. All right, so a knockdown for him in the previous round, and you can just see by his body language how confident he is in the striking realm in this matchup.
And you can see his confidence in his posture, but also you can see the effect the knockdown had on his opponent by the way he is approaching this round.
All right, well, you can still attack the thigh, right? We talk so much about calf kicks, but that's been a pretty effective weapon for him here tonight.
It's traditional. It's a traditional leg kick. Just throwing your hip, bang, whipping it into the thigh. Beautifully done by this fighter.
Under 3 to go, round two. Able to connect with a beautiful jab. Oh, is he opened up now? Nasty cut on the bridge of the nose. Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that part of his game going tonight.
He's a fantastic kickboxer, but tonight is the kicks that's lead the dance. Big body kick lands under the elbow.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Back to his feet. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fight. Hurt it again.
Just missed with that right hand. That's the biggest shoot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at Fight. He's got him hurt here. Huge shots being landed on both sides. And there's the horn. Plenty of action. action to digest from that one. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cut man will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. This crowd is going sick after what they saw in that previous round. Truly an all-out brawl, seminal moments on both sides, and the fight is still going on. Incredible.
Great moments by both of these fighters. Let's see who can continue down the path and really try and finish this fight.
Fiziv's lower jaw is extremely swollen now.
Best punch in the game. Beautiful jab.
Doing a really nice job switching up the speed and the tempo of these kicks. Block that shot. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
Fiziv's taking aim at that cut right now, and they might even have to call in a ringside physician. Smart decision by the fighter to...
Oh, my goodness. You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to fight.
Gets back to his feet. Beautiful diving strike lands.
Nice shot there by the champ. He's got to be careful here.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that smile on his face is only going to be surpassed by the zeros on the check. A huge knockout tonight. Got to think some bonus money's coming his way.
Bonus money is coming his way. When you knock somebody stiff like this, you expect a bonus check. What a phenomenal performance by this young man.